It's week 3 of the NFL, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Pats and the Jets. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it will be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
After years of flirting with the idea, the 4-time MVP finally found his way out of Green Bay this offseason, guiding himself to the Jets. We know he's already a Hall of Fame lock, but this is a chance to add one more crowning achievement to his resume.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. When you look at this Patriots defense, they come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. And
now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
It was a much rockier season for Jones in his 2nd year, and he even had to survive a brief challenge to his starting job. This is a big campaign for the former Rookie of the Year runner-up. He wants to get back to Pro Bowl form in this one.
Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. When you talk about this Jets defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
You don't confuse Franklin Myers with the all-pros of the Jets defense, but don't underestimate his role on the team. Dependable, big body, and a little pass rush chops too. 11 sacks over the last 2 seasons.
The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Hardman on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 2nd down and 4.
At the Patriots' 15-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And his pass incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Touchdown! Nicole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Jones. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over. Rodgers now on 1st down. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. He finds Corey Davis. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. The Jets are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Rodgers again now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Ryland, up and good, and we are tied at 7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines rolling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. New England trying to get to place on offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And he's got this down to the 35. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one complete to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Inside give to Elliott. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Toss left to Elliott. There he goes left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another for 18. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Rodgers now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught with a grab. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Here's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side. The way in, touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And able to get this out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Jones throw into the hands of Ferkser here. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Now Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now brings up 3rd down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here's Jones on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over. So now Jones and the Patriots down 14-10, a minute 50 to play. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. He's got Elliott, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down. Jones. Complete on the comebacker here to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. Now Jones. Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's Jones. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. To throw is Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So another incompletion on 4th down. They threw it on every down that series, and every pass missed the mark.
The frustration is almost palpable. You can almost feel it all the way up here in the booth. But how about the guys who just stopped them on 4 downs? You got to give them a little credit, huh? End up stopping 4 straight passes. They don't get into the end zone. They turn the ball over on downs. They more than did their job.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Thomas Morstead in punt formation for the Jets.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, it'll be their first loss of the season. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.